Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Kansas City Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Noah Cameron. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough. Just about ready to roll, Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. And we're underway here on Mother's Day. Fouled off. He was late. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
No, that's out.
This one in the air, center field. One up, one down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Singing the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective. Look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these players to sprint.
And a base hit right there. And that's a one-out single. Here's the third baseman, Colt Heath.
That missed. That's the
The
ball.
runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Out there to center. Isbell under it. And there are two down. On the ground, and that one handled. That's the third out. And now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and taking the ball for Detroit, Brennan Hanafy. What should we keep an eye on here? Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Garcia, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Slider, low outside.
The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
That one fouled off.
Slider, middle outside.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Low inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter.
Throw on to Torkelson. That ends the frame. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Kansas City, second inning set to go. Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Foul ball there. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 30, Terry Carpenter.
The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Right through there, got him. Out number 2.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Two down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the inning, Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Ball.
Slider. Low middle.
And that's outside.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Four-seam fastball. High
The 2-1.
inside.
That one ripped, but foul.
Slider. Low outside.
2-2 now. Swing and a ground ball,
Foul ball.
but it
Slider.
kicks foul.
Low outside.
Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Sinker. Low inside.
2-2 now. This one in the air, center field. Thierling coming on. He's got it, and there's one down.
Circle change. Low middle. Sinker. Middle outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson.
Middle
A
inside.
consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone.
And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring
Sinker.
position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Slider. Middle inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Circle change. Low inside.
Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Sinker. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started. Digging in, Zach McKinstry. Makes the grab, one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
McGonigal, batting with one down, takes a strike. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Rogers around second, headed for third. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
Yeehaw!
Smash down the left field line. And that's a base hit. One runs in. The relay to the plate, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Now, Colt Keith. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
That's the ball.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This one popped up. Brings it in, and that is that. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 1 and the Royals nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Leading off, Michael Massey. Center field, and the tying run is on base.
Waste no time there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Witt in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1.
Slider, low outside.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side. Nice grab, and they get the out. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. Royals strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Outside. That's a ball.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Up the middle, Massey whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
For the Tigers, the designated hitter, Dylan Jr.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It gets down, a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Heck what?
Got him to chase one above the zone there.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Swings, and this one's flared. Dunks one down, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
The first baseman, Spencer Wilkinson.
Heck!
In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
In effect.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. That one lifted to left. Thomas moving under this one. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Tigers 1 and the Royals nothing. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Slider. Low outside.
0-2 now. Hard ground ball, base knock. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brennan Hanafy departs, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kiter Montero.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
And fouled off.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
That's a really good take.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Late swing, fouled off. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Keith out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City, still behind by a count of 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. This one in the air, center field. 1 away. Hard hit right side. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Vierling at the plate now, and that's strike one. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Tigers 1 and the Royals nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. In the air to left center, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning. Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul.
High inside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Sinker. Low outside.
And a count 1-2. Ushambi and Chris Singleton here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Now he's challenging a called strike.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Circle change.
Payoff pitch. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
One out man at first. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swings, and this one's flared. And a base hit. Now he launches a throw over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play. Golden opportunity right here.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Fouls away the first offering.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
2 on, 1 out. In there. Got him looking for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Slider. Middle outside.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Ground ball right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. 2 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 1 and the Royals nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Calling my from jail, just praying they pick up the phone. Try to get to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach. Young gonna go. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I'm on the yacht, got my on the boat. I'm not like you, they wanna be broke. When it got cold, I'm one of the cold. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some. I'm trying to be the richest little, you know. This paper get thrown, see who pick up the most. I was with mama, didn't know. This might be the realest I never wrote. I got it, just know it fit inside my coat. So many feelings spilling out my soul.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
Colt Keith.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. 1 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
2 down, bases empty. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Dylan Dingler, 1 for 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they're on top, 1-0. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 6th, Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off.
4-seam fastball.
0-1 down. Gets under it and pops it up. Torkelson in position. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Sinker. Low middle.
Here's the 0-2.
That's the ball.
Sinker. Low outside.
Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 down, nobody on. Off the mark
that
there.
missed. That's a ball.
And the count even 1-1.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
That one fouled off.
Sinker. Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Sinker. Low outside.
Ball.
4-seam
2 down,
fastball.
nobody on. Here in the
High
bottom of the
inside.
6th. To the right side, Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail here 1-0. Righty reliever out of the pen, Steven Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double. Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Up the middle, that's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
No, that's
and
down.
I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
Runner on the goal. In the
That's
dirt.
the ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time. And such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Man at second. To the right side. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. It'll be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
Out towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Save. And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Two down, nobody on. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying, and it one-hops the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Steven Cruz is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. John Schreiber gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Veerle in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces in, and he's safe.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
That one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the top half of inning number 7. That one outside. Ball 2. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. Tigers 4 and the Royals nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 7th, Lane Thomas steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Royals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Got him. 1 gone here.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Towards first. Torkelson steps on the bag, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Slider. Middle outside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Way out front for strike 2.
Curve. Low inside.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
4-seam
The
fastball.
Royals down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Reaching for it and brings it in. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 4-0. Back here in Kansas City, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And that one hammered. That's back. Out of here. A solo shot. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Ball out.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. So they're now out of challenges. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, base hit right field.
Up next to the Tigers, the right
Kerry
fielder,
Carpenter
number 30,
getting ready to hit.
Carpenter.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Dingler aboard here at first with nobody out. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Isbell. Long run. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Bunt attempt missed, but it gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. A bunt, and it's popped up. He's got it. One away. Runners at second and third and one out. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. 0 for 3 in this one. Bounced up the middle. Massey in plenty of time to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. John Schreiber won't go any further, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. A new pitcher in the game, Alex Lang.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher, and the runner holds. Inside, almost
That's
got
a ball.
him. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a 1-2.
Ball.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. Last half of the 8th coming up. Tigers 6 and the Royals nothing. This is back here at Kauffman Stadium. Bottom of the 8th. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One up, one down.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
This one in the air right field. That gets down for a hit. And a man aboard.
Up next,
Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. Outside with a breaking ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Out towards right center field. He's got it.
Sinker. Low inside.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Inside.
This one in the air center field. Vierling under it. And that is the third out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, Tigers 6 and the Royals nothing. Back here in Kansas City, we go to the 9th. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. On the ground, right side, Massey. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 8, Matt Bueller.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Nick Mears getting loose out there. Strom also throwing. Foul ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's hard hit on the line. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The other way. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe. He beats it.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Green stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Tigers lead 1. They lead it, though, 6-6. Back here at a blowout, which gives us a chance. Ricky Vanasco on the pitch here. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all, and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Left field, reaching for it, makes the catch. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
Thomas now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
High inside.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Four-seam fastball. High
On the ground to first,
That's foul.
and that's just foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
They're down to their final strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.